Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Today we'll be discussing the reasons why taking risks are important. And I'm sure everyone knows, well, as we all know, that risks are everything, in our life. Some big, some small, and regardless, each time we take a risk, trust me, it is always and always worth it. Thank you so much for joining us today, TS Services, Smart Leads, and Magenta Stores. So it's another episode of Wednesday Give Back series, and I remain your girl Chassis. This is a token of my appreciation for all of my subscribers on YouTube. If you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and click on the link right there and subscribe to my channel. Today we are discussing the importance of taking risks. Yes, so let me just go straight to the point. The first point I'll be talking about is unforeseen opportunities comes from risk taking. Thank you so much for joining us, Magenta Stores. Unforeseen contingents, opportunities actually come when you take risks. I know a lot of people view, risk taking as something negative. They see it as, why do you want to, put yourself out there? Why do you want to take this risk? Why do you want to do this to yourself? Why do you want to put yourself in harm's way? But trust me, risk taking is not exactly putting yourself in harm's way. I understand that while some risks that you take don't pay off, some of them actually eventually pay off. Guess what? When you talk about, thank you very much, Stella, for joining us. When you talk about risk taking, you can remind yourself of people like Mark Zuckerberg, people like Elon Musk, people like Jeff Bezos. You can talk about the greats, great people of this week. I'm talking about the current vice president of the United States, Kamala Harris. If she did not take those risks, she will never have gotten to where she is today. So you have to take those risks, and trust me, unforeseen opportunities actually come from risk taking. If you don't take that bold step, the first time, you will never get to find out what is behind taking those risks, the benefits of taking those risks. You can never enjoy the rewards of taking those risks in future. And that is why risk taking is very, very important. I'm going to share a very short story with you guys. When I was a banker, back home in Nigeria, when I used to be a banker, I remember we had 3 months of training school, and after the training school, we were posted to branches for our branch attachments. And I recall the branch manager of that branch calling me aside and asking if I would like to be retained in that branch. And I said, no, hell no, because that branch is a market branch. It's a branch where you don't grow. I don't see any growth potential for myself. And I said, no, I would rather leave this place than to stay here, because staying there is like staying in your comfort zone, and I know nothing grows in your comfort zone. I was ready to take that risk and go to high end regions, like Victoria Island and Lekki, and it paid off at the end of the day. Trust me, when I was working in the bank, if I wasn't posted to those high end regions, I wouldn't know how to make my salary in a day. By the time I joined those regions, I was posted to those regions, I was able to find out how to do businesses, how to I was into investment income, and I was able to turn around my investments 100%. That is the truth. So if you don't take risks, you stand no chance of getting to know what lies behind, taking those risks. So it starts from taking that bold step. Take that risk today. Yes, this is a kind reminder. Take that risk. Trust me, it's going to land you in places that you never expect in life. So please go ahead and take that risk. Number 2 is taking risks shows confidence and helps you to stand out. Yes, so when you take that risk the first time and you're able to, enjoy the benefits of taking that risk, you have that upper hand. At the end of the day, let me remind you, I started my YouTube channel last year during the pandemic. If I did not take that risk, I remember a friend of mine just dared me that day, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I took the risk of starting my YouTube channel. Today, I am a YouTube coach. If I never took that risk, imagine if I didn't take that risk, I would be in my comfort zone. I would be in one place. I wouldn't even know that there's X and Y benefits actually accrue to you when you start your YouTube channel. I know, calculated. Risk is risk, my sister. Yes, so risk is risk. Talk to people that trade with FX every day. They take risks every day, and trust me, some people make a fortune. I'm telling you. I took a course last semester. By the way, I'm done with my MBA. I took a course last semester, and part of the courses I took, I got to understand that people that are sleeping at home, take note of this, people that are sleeping at home, wait, they earn more money than people that work every day. Let me explain what I mean by that. I mean, those people already have money piled up. So they use it, their investment, they use it to create, to generate investment income. They invest that fund. If they don't invest those funds, there's no way they can generate. Yes, so that's why you hear people, you hear billionaires, you hear that every day, especially in America, that billionaires are getting richer every day. What do I mean? They take those risks, and then they invest what they have. If you're afraid of taking risks, you leave your money in the bank, to keep sleeping. But if you invest those funds, you generate higher returns like every single day. Trust me. Yeah, so taking risks shows, confidence and helps you to stand out. And I shared my story, about how I started my YouTube channel and I got monetized in 6 months. Thank you very much, Stella. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then number 3 is that we learn from risks. Yes, those lessons that we learn from them, they are very important. When you take a risk today, even if you fail, you learn something from it. So please go ahead, take that risk. Beyond taking external opportunities and recognition, risk taking can bring and give you that opportunity for internal growth. You get to know yourself more. You get to discover your own potentials the more when you take those risks. But if you don't take risks, trust me, you just keep lying in your comfort zone where nothing grows. Yes, and number 4, I'm going to keep this session as brief as possible. Number 4 is that success will never fall in your lap. You have to pursue it. Success never falls in your lap. You're sleeping and then success just comes to you. Really? You have to take that bold step. You have to take that risk. Find out from greats today. They'll tell you, oh, I had to do X and Y. I had to do this when people were sleeping. I had to toil. I had to, give up this. I had to give up that, just because they wanted to, get to their to their desired destination. So you have to take that risk and remind yourself that success will never fall on your lap. You have to pursue it. Yes, you have to get up and pursue it. Let me give you a practical example that happened very recently. Just last week, a handicapped lady, she had just one leg. She was found in Lagos. Yes. Thank you very much, Okrej Consulting. Thank you for joining us. A lady was found last week in Lagos, Nigeria. She was hawking water, on the highway. And guess what? A journalist, took her picture, shared it on Instagram, and then the whole world, it went viral. Trust me, Lagos State government has discovered this. She has amputated leg, just one leg. She has just one leg, and with one leg, she's hopping on one leg and selling water on the highway. As at yesterday, they raised 14 million naira for this lady. So imagine if she told herself, oh, I am incapacitated. I don't have 2 legs, I don't have the same opportunity as everyone else. I'm handicapped, and then she sits down. She did not sit in her comfort zone. She got up and took the risk. It's very risky. If you have 2 legs, even risky to go on the highway to sell anything, let alone someone that has just one leg. And today, as at yesterday, they raised 14 million naira for this lady. And they are still raising money. So you have to take those risks. And like I said, success will not fall on your lap. You really have to pursue it. Number 5 is you don't achieve your dreams by playing it safe. You cannot play safe all the time, because if you keep playing safe, you just might not get much out of it. That's the truth. So you can't keep playing safe. Trust me. The decision for me to be moved from that market branch to the high-end region is a big risk. It's a big risk because I don't know what to expect. But I was positive. I had this can-do spirit. But I said, look, let them post me. I want to be posted to this place. Because I wanted to grow. I wanted to meet, high-end people. I wanted to meet high net worth individuals. I don't want to remain in this market branch. I don't want to become because invariably they are becoming market women, but they don't know people in that branch. They don't know that they're not, when you think you're growing in the midst of people that are not growing, you're like a local champion. So you need to go and compete, in the midst of the high-end people, high and mighty, so that you can adequately measure your success. Yes, so success happens in your own comfortable zone. Yes, you have to be really, really uncomfortable, and then number 6 is that embracing risk-taking helps you to overcome a fear of failure. That's the truth. You take that risk. You are not afraid of, failing. Don't be afraid to fail, and then you have to start taking those risks one day at a time. Make sure if you don't take those risks, trust me, you will remain in one place. I remember when I applied for my MBA program 2 years ago. I remember, discussing with a colleague, a friend of mine, and she was like, "No, why do you want to take it now? It's not convenient. You're not gonna get grants." I'm like, "Oh, really?" I took the risk. I wrote the exams. I wrote my TOEFL. I wrote my GRE. I passed the exam. I applied for admission, and I got it. And today I'm a graduate. Imagine if I decided not to take the risk. And I just lie in my comfort zone. Yes, allow yourself to be challenged. Thank you very much, Tia Services. And the number, I don't want to take our time, most of our time, because I want to make this video as short as possible for those that will be playing the replay. I'll be dropping this video on YouTube, by the way. So number 7 is risks teach us about ourselves. There are certain things that you don't even know that exists in you. You don't know those potentials lie in you if you don't take those risks. But when you tell me take those risks, a friend of mine, she's watching right now, she moved, they moved from an apartment to another. And then she was able to do a lot of things without any help. And, she was like, "Girl, I did these things." Yes, you can do it. Sometimes you don't know what you're capable of doing until you decide to just, take that bold step and take those risks and do it anyways, So please remind yourself that when you take risks, it helps to teach you about yourself. Yeah. And without taking much of your time, I want to remind everyone, please take that risk today. Getting out of your comfort zone and taking those little risks will actually spark a series of events. Get ready. Trust me, these leaps will have dominoes. Thank you, Okret Consulting. These leaps are going to create a dominoes effect that will lead to grand things. There are definitely, yes, I know there are definitely chances of failure, but trust me, I will argue that it is not a real loss. Yes, so you will always gain knowledge to grow further and recognize what to do next, because each failure will actually give you new directions, and new growth actually give us direction. Yes, so even if we embarrass ourselves, Biko, or we fail, we still gain. Even if we embarrass ourselves or we fail, we still gain. We move. You know that phrase now. We move. Yes, so go ahead, take that risk today. And for everyone that is aspiring to be great in life, especially young women, the world outside of our comfort zone can be huge and very scary. And until we are willing to put ourselves out there and take that risk, we will never be able to achieve greatness, success, and realize our full potential. It is time to leave our comfort zone. Time to go after what we want, what we are passionate about, and time to achieve our dreams. One last thing, the biggest risk in life is taking no risk at all. If this video has blessed you, you know how we do it. Please go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button and share this video with your friends. I can't wait to read from you guys. Don't forget to leave your comments as well. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. I'll see you again next week in another powerful and exciting episode. Till then, keep winning and keep shining. Bye, everyone.